Welcome to Friday Night Lights, and usually we start with high school football, but tonight we're going to start with college football, and you could call it a must-win game at the Carrier Dome tonight. Good evening, I'm Nico Tamurian, and technically speaking, no, it is not the definition of a must-win contest. A loss does not eliminate SU from a bowl bid, or even the ACC championship for that matter, but looking at the road ahead, a win over Louisville tonight would do wonders for the rest of the Orange season. Now, falls to the Cardinals 28-6. Certainly the road does not get any easier. SU playing host to #1 Florida State a week from tomorrow. But to wrap up our coverage on this game, our Kelly Cowan is standing by live at the Carrier Dome. Kelly.
Hi, Nico. Well, unfortunately, it's becoming a trend here at Syracuse. The inability to convert in the red zone, to take advantage of those turnovers that the defense collects. Once again, SU held without even a touchdown tonight and had to settle, as you mentioned, for just 2 field goals tonight in their 28-6 loss here at the Carrier Dome. And I spoke with Scott Schaefer after the game about those struggles.
We came up short. You know, we dropped the pass. It's everything you guys know. You just want to hear it from me. It wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough to get it done. So you go back to work, you try to get it better. It's so simple, it's hard to comprehend, but it's the God's honest truth.
So not a lot of answers, not a lot of explanation for what's going on with this offense, but obviously they're just not getting it done when they need to be able to. And you mentioned Terrell Hunt getting knocked down twice. Now, he left the game at one point. I saw him on the sidelines. He was wincing. It looked like he was walking pretty gingerly. He did have to be helped off the field, but he came back on after giving up just 1 series to Austin Wilson. And then later on in the game, once again, knocked out again, down for a while on the field. Getting medical attention, and then finally helped off the field and into the locker room with about 6 minutes left in this one. So a tough road ahead, as you mentioned, Nico, with Florida State coming here. And I asked about Hunt's status right after the game. It's still up in the air, just not a lot of information at this point.
Thank you so much for that report, Kelly. We'll keep close tabs on Hunt as we go forward. But hey, we have a whole schedule of high school football to get to coming up. The best plays from around Section 3, including the Toyota High School Game of the Week between Marcellus and Westhill, coming up. Yeah, certainly a lot of that spotlight on the SU football matchup with Louisville tonight. But let's not forget a ton of great high school matchups all over town tonight, including CBA and Liverpool. Now, the fans at Christian Brothers Academy ready for the brothers matchup with undefeated Liverpool. The brothers go to the playmaker, Liverpool native Andre Dowdell. They call him Flash, and here's why. 25 yards on that run, and Coach Kaz, well, he gives him the honors. Dowdell, 8 yards out, right into your living room from the stiff arm for the score. CBA leads at 7-0 at that point, but let's not forget Liverpool has a playmaker of its own. His name is Jadakiss Scott. And look at the moves on Scott. How does he do it? 51 yards later, he is finally taken down in the red zone. But Scott also gets the honors from his head coach, Dave Mancuso. Finds the end zone here, and what a great game we had tonight. It is the Warriors staying perfect, 5-0, winning 19-16. The Corcoran student section making noise literally the entire game. Pretty impressive. I think they're going to sleep well tonight. End of the first half, Cougars ahead. But look at Central Square, known for moving the offense. The double pass. Dom Godici to Zach Catlin, airs it out. What a catch there by Nick Myers. 2 minutes to play now, though. How about this next play? Dante Rogers throws it to the end zone in double coverage. Keeson Cannon, he's special, gets the interception. Threat averted to Central Square. Gets the ball in the second half. Devin Edwards comes out of the scrum. Nice play here. 56 yards for the score. They're within 2 scores after that, but the Cougars, they're a very tough team. They fake everybody out, including Tom Eschen on camera. Eventually, Devontae Flagg running into the night. Corcoran wins going away. 48-14 the final. Hey, what a scene for Cicero North Syracuse and head coach Joe Sindoni. The opening night of that new field turf over there. But Henniger, well, they ruined game 1 on that turf for CNS fans anyway. They're up 20 in the first, coasting to a 32-14 win over the North Stars. Najee Everson, 70-yard run for a touchdown. Romero Collier with 3 touchdown passes. And how about a great game next week between Beeville and Henniger? Well, it's time now for our Toyota High School Game of the Week here on NBC3. And talk about a marquee matchup, two undefeated teams squaring off. And, oh, by the way, they're great rivals, too. Westhill looking to remain perfect on this season, while also playing on the Mustangs' 9-year-old field. They've never lost there. Old Glory flying in the breeze on Mustang Hill. Always windy there, but especially tonight. Westhill, 2-score lead at the half, looking for more. Just shy. Jamison. This guy is a playmaker. 20 yards on this run, almost into the end zone, but the Warriors inside the 5. They go with the QB sneak. Richie Easterly, gotta love the bloodlines there, beats his way in. Westhill up 27-6. Mustangs keep fighting. Nate Garlow bounces it outside 55 yards, right past the camera to the Westhill 23. A few plays later, Coach Fiacchi told me to look out for Ian McLeod, and here's why. He punches it in on 3rd down. That makes it 27-12 Westhill, but that was the final score of the game. Westhill moves to 5-0, 27-12 victors, and oh yeah, still undefeated on that Marcellus turf. City rivals battling tonight. It is Nottingham versus Fowler. This game played at Sunnycrest Park. Cartel Flowers. Big hit on the stop right there on the bubble screen. Nottingham stops Fowler in their tracks, and they give it to Matt Jones. Look at him go. 64 yards covered. I love how he shakes and bakes right there. What a move. Nottingham rolls 44-6. Homecoming at Solvay. They're playing Phoenix, the Bearcat, giving everybody some love. It's a cool mascot right there, and I love their stadium, Earl Hadley Stadium. How about this fun play? It's a flanker reverse, big yardage for the Firebirds. Brock Markusik, and you gotta love when those trick plays work. You wish SU's worked earlier. Solvay, though, does get the stop. Phoenix, though, threatening again. Their quarterback, Zach Carlson, throws it to the end zone. Jacob DePold, though, picks it up for Solvay, and they get off with a big win here. 44-27 was the final. Well, hey, don't go anywhere. We are going to break down everything that happened tonight. You know him, you love him. Coach Paul Seeley will be joining me in just a moment for Friday Night Lights. Now, and Coach, first of all, it was a great night of high school football, but I want to start with Westhill Marcellus. It was our Toyota High School Game of the Week, and oh, by the way, you're one of Jamie Casulo's assistants at Westhill, so you saw this, and you were coaching on the sidelines. How did this game shake out?
Well, Coach Casulo held everybody to task this week. You know, we didn't take Marcellus lightly. Coach Fiacchi had those Mustangs well-oiled tonight, so it was a good game. We came out fast. We scored a couple touchdowns. We won the turnover battle tonight, 3-1. And everybody played right to the whistle tonight. It was really a well-fought ball game.
Yeah, no question. And it certainly looks like it when you're beating a team like Marcellus by 2 touchdowns. Absolutely.
Well, they were undefeated. We're undefeated. It's the arch rival. It doesn't get any sweeter than this. And the kids really responded all week. They're really a good bunch of kids. They're coachable, and they listened. And fortunately for the Warriors, we came out on top.
And I'll tell you what, we had a classic with CBA and Liverpool. I know your son went to CBA, so you always got to root for Coach Kaz, and you know him. But what does it say about Liverpool that they're able to beat a team like CBA on the road at a tough venue in a hard-fought game, 19-16?
Well, there's no secret. Jadakiss Scott is back, and he is the real deal. And as everyone knows, you have a back like that, you find ways to give that young man the ball. Last week, he carried the ball 26 times for over 300 yards.
Wow.
Now, I don't know his stats tonight, but obviously he carried it enough to beat CBA.
No question. Last thing we'll talk about here, we have an instant classic before you even know what the outcome is next week. Henniger and Baldwinsville.
Well,
wow.
You've got 2 big teams, and they're both very similar. They've got good running games. They've got big linemen. They've got tough defense. If you're not doing anything next Friday night, well, that's the game to be at.
I agree with you wholeheartedly there. I mean, it's just going to be a great contest. Well, Coach Seeley, first and foremost, congrats to the Westhill Warriors tonight.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you.
You guys are doing a great job over there. Hats off to Coach Casulo. But that about does it for Friday Night Lights tonight. So thank you so much for joining us, as we hope you do every Friday night. For Coach Seeley, I'm Nico Tamurian. We'll see you next Friday right here on NBC3. Have a great weekend.